Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good afternoon, and welcome to a bit of Boltgun. We're going to resume chapter 2 now. Begin chapter 2. Yeah, before I begin, I've noticed that I've now had quite a couple of comments welcoming me back, which is very welcome. But can I just ask people, like, I'm not saying this to be self-congratulatory. I genuinely like to know, like, what is it that spurred, like, because I've had people who I don't even think are like subscribers to the channel commenting, which is it's wonderful, it's great. I'm not complaining. What I'd like to know is what spurred this on. Because, like, I mean, how are people finding the videos? Is it like notifications? Are they working again for me or something? Because I know I've had 2 subscribers get back to me, and it's like, oh, it's awesome that you're watching the videos. But I've been doing this for years now. Is it notifications? Is it am I appearing your home screen? Like, if you like my videos and whatnot, you know, and you like the Let's Plays, I strongly recommend you know, looking through the channel and seeing the videos yourself. There's quite, I'm not going to call it a backlog. That I think has more connotations of guilt and shame. But I'd say, yeah, like, I've got a lot of videos for you to look at if you want to. Oh, I noticed we've only got 1 weapon. Oh, okay. So I imagine this is going to work much like Doom, where you start with a basic weapon. Mind you, I've actually started with a Boltgun at least. So there is that. I suppose I don't want to have to go through finding it every single time. But yeah. But yeah, so I thought I'd just take a moment to ask, like, how are people rediscovering the channel? It's beautiful that you are, and I love you for it. But I just don't understand what's caused this all of a sudden. Is it because of the Warhammer tags? I think that's what it is. It's like with Space Marine 2, the Warhammer tags. You know, actually, my most viewed Space Marine video is the last one, probably because it doesn't have any thumbnails of me on it. Which, yeah. But yeah, like, I'd love to know. Is it the front page? Is it not advised? Well, it's the only way forward, I'm afraid. Quick save, and I will save the game here as well. Let's do it here. Oh, bugger. I've saved over. Probably the one thing I could have actually done a really quick, go back to and get all the kills on. But never mind. I think it would eliminate all the progress. Oh well, doesn't matter. This is not a lesser plague toad, this is the real deal. So yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm very grateful to people who are watching again. Thank you ever so much. I've been doing videos for years though. A bloat drone. Bloody hell. I like the animation for that. That was quite cool. The thing is, I'd actually find that more impressive if this was like during the time that this sort of style of game was around, rather than like they've purposefully, I guess, demade it. So yeah. Yeah, I don't know, like, to say I like pixel art, and, well, at least, especially, like, old, or I guess, quote-unquote, authentic pixel art, you know, from the time when there was no other choice but to do it this way. I love that, but I don't like purposeful demakes, like there was, like, a Lucius demake. That was, like, the first time I was exposed to it, I think. Like, yeah, not a fan, myself. But, you know, hey, maybe I'm just judging a book by its cover. But yeah, the cover is unfortunately a a part of the game in which it will be judged whether you like it or not, I'm afraid. You know, it's interesting actually, like, we've lost... I say we've lost instruction manuals. I don't think we really have actually lost that many instruction manuals. It's interesting, I remember, like, in, when I had a Switch, Nintendo Switch, like, and, like, there was Mario Kart, it had the instructions inside, on the inside of the cover art, you know, on the case. You didn't need a massive instruction manual. You know, which, admittedly, a lot of them were wastes of paper. It was good, like, that they had... Am I actually doing anything from this range? I mean, that's not, so that's good. No, grenade didn't reach either, so... Okay, I think there's some bolter ammo down here. I hope. Oh dear, no, don't go that way. Yeah, so like... It's good that they have like different languages and whatnot, even like however uncommon it may have been. But yeah, it's like, we've lost that. And the thing is, like, they used to have like guides in the back of them. I remember Medieval 1. Medieval 1, or Jersey Devil. Jersey Devil had like a strategy guide of like the first level, which is really good. I like that. Was interesting. How is this a secret? That's more secret than the bloody thing it died in. Like, I don't get how, am I supposed to have missed this area? Okay, well, I'm grateful for the ammunition and one anyway. Yes. So, yeah, but like Medieval had like the Medieval 1 had a map in it, showing you like how to navigate like the first levels and whatnot. Again, really cool ideas. That were, I like as well like the frame reduction there, because you're further away, it doesn't animate them as much. That's very clever. I like that. I can also see as well the edge of the flames on the bolter here, of like where, and like the wrist, where you can clearly tell like the animation cuts off. Quite charming in its own way. Missing a key. Was I meant to have made that leap of faith, or was I meant to actually just go a normal way? I should have used the Boltgun, chainsaw, but no mind. Armor, that's good. I'll take that. Oh dear. Yeah, so... Yeah, I'm gonna miss instruction manuals, I think. In the digital age. You do still get them in games. And Steam does actually have them, thankfully enough. You can find that if you go into like properties or whatever, you can look for the you read the instruction manuals and they'll have like PDF formats and whatnot. Some of them are just scanned files. Like Baldur's Gate has it. Baldur's Gate has the instruction manual. Not Baldur's Gate 3, I mean the original Baldur's Gate 1 and 2. They have their instruction manuals in like PDF format, and they're insanely helpful when you're starting out. Well, my god. Those are some sort of spiders then. Yeah. Oh yes. It's something I want to do. I want to do a Game of the Year video. Talk about like what other people's Game of the Years, games of the year are probably going to be, and that's a Chaos Terminator. No, thank you. Oh. one of those has got to be a crack grenade, probably. Yeah. Yeah, so I want to do talk about my game of the year, what other people's games of the year are going to be. That's a question because we are coming up to the end of the year. What is your game of the year? I know I'm asking two questions here. One is how the fuck is my channel coming back into people's attention, and is that a good thing? Well, no, the answer to that is obviously not. No, that was a good secret, especially because it's in plain sight in a way. You've even got the light shining on there. Let's have a look. Yeah. There's 6 secrets. God, I hope the rest of them are all like this. Better off using the Kraken rounds for this big guy. Thank you! Yeah. Because that's like a boss level enemy. Say the line, Caedo! Yeah, so, oh my god. Oh, hello! Is this a secret? There's no secret way. Perhaps it is. It's Sassy Nurgling! Lovely jolly. Yeah. So yeah, so what is everyone's game of the year this year? Because I asked because there's I think it's been a bit of a mixed year. On the one hand, you've not had many blockbusters. Like you've had Baldur's Gate 3, Helldivers 2, Space Marine 2, and Black Myth Wukong. Okay? All good there. But what else has there been? And then you've got a lot of indie titles as well that have come out that have been quite impressive. So me, when I do the video, people are gonna be like, "What the fuck? Really? Is that your game of the year?" Or it's like, "Well, this game I've never heard of." It's like, well, yeah, because this year has been so fucking weak. Yeah. So my friend had to say it's not Baldur's Gate 3. To say I'm actually a big RPG fan, I will just say right now, Baldur's Gate 3. It was originally going to be it, I think, mostly just out of principle. I want that to be Game of the Year. If there was ever such a thing as an official Game of the Year ceremony. Oh, I haven't been inside that area yet. I need to go in. Oh, nearly. I don't know why I'm that bothered, because I'm not going to die. I only use 20 health. That's a secret. A vortex grenade. I don't know what that does. I'm guessing it does damage to warp creatures, like demons. So we shall see. I'll test that out later, I think. But for now, I'm going to hoard that. Excuse me, I need to enunciate more. I'm going to hoard that, not whore it. Dear me. There you go. That's a bit of a distraction from my incompetence. Oh! More stuff. Let me just have a look through it here again. Just make sure I'm not missing anything. Was that a secret? Yes, it was. Good, 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 good. Okie dokie. So, yeah, like, I want Baldur's Gate 3 to win it sort of out of principle. It's interesting that I want it to win, but I'm not going to vote for it. So, yes. No need to draw any parallels to the US election, please. Yeah, I'd like to refrain from that today. I think we've, there's been a lot going on. It's like, the thing is that I want to talk about it. I'm like, I know it's not a good idea to. Not this soon, and certainly not from a Briton, you know? Because like me, I'm probably just doing it for the sound of my own voice. And to sound smart. I wouldn't actually be providing any useful analysis or anything like that. Not that I can, because again, I'm not American, I'm not there to sort of read the room. I think the only thing I really do to read the room right now is just take a deep breath. And figure it out from there. There's stuff up there, and I want it. But yeah, because I've taught politics before. I taught politics in New Vegas. I taught a little bit of politics in Vampire, because we had the UK general election. I want to be up there. Why am I not up there? Oh, I love these cactuses as well, because like they're very. This is obviously like this has got to be a homage, like the old cactuses of the old cacti of old hobbying, where it's just like a green styrofoam ball with like red cocktail sticks out of it or toothpicks or whatever. Well, it was very, very funny. I hope that's a genuine reference. And if the devs are watching this, which I doubt they would be or have any reason to, they're like, oh yeah, absolutely, like, that was entirely intentional. Yeah, we'll take credit for that one, John. Cheers. There's ledges here. Where do the ledges go? They go to secrets and dead things. That's a good Motorhead song. Limb from Limb. I think that's from the Overkill album. Which... well, duh, right? Is this a secret? No. Say it's sort of secret. It's not a secret. But there's lots of ammo, so I ain't gonna complain. Strength 3 shotgun, strength 5 boltgun. Yeah, boltgun's sort of proving more worth it at the moment. So we'll stick. Yeah, so what am I on about? So I just do that when I'm trying to remember what I'm just talking about. Yeah, so like Baldur's Gate 3. Moving rapidly on from the point I wanted to avoid. You know what, we're in close quarters, I'm going to use the shotgun. Yeah, it's like Baldur's Gate 3, I wanted it to win. I wanted to win on principle for a lot of people, because I think it's important that people realise that RPGs can be better. I will say now, like, I like Baldur's Gate 3 for a lot of reasons, but I sort of like it despite Larian, and yet at the same time they're the sort of only developer that can really actually do what Baldur's Gate 3 did. Like, BioWare couldn't do it. Obsidian could get close, but in fact they were originally going to do Baldur's Gate 3. It was called like Rise of the Black Dog or something like that. Yeah, but it wasn't Obsidian as such. They weren't around at the time. I think it was Black Owl Studios. They were originally going to do it, but they things happened and like we just. I think actually Black Owl was just basically that was like the last game they were in development with, and they were going to do anything with it. But like the Black Dog pub is referenced in Pillars of Eternity, which is cool. Which I didn't realise for years after playing it. But yeah, no, it's good. But yeah, like Obsidian, I think they could do a very good job of Baldur's Gate 3, but I don't think they do a better job. The thing is like with Larian, it's just like there's just some things that I don't like the speed of the game. I don't know if that's changed. Like being able to basically make the game faster. I think it's all the characterization. Conspicuous quantities of ammunition detected. Okay. Thank you. That's not good then, is it? Oh! Look where we are. Handy indeed. Let's just save the game very quickly. Ah, that's why, of course. There's monsters. So this is a strength 7 gun, and that's a strength 7 enemy. So that's good. Urgent complete. Yeah. So I don't know if like the game's speed has changed. Hopefully it has, because like that's one thing that sort of annoyed me. I think as well like a lot of the characterization, a lot of the personality of the characters was lost in early access because people wanted more horny characters. And that's fine. I'm not a prude. I try not to be a prude, at least, especially when it comes to artist division. It's like, look, if you want to do that, that's fine. I'm not going to tell you can't do it. It's just that I prefer not to do it. To say that, all my joke... in fact, my one joke in reviews was just wanking, And that probably put up a lot of people off my reviews and whatnot. That's perfectly understandable. Oh, goody, I found invulnerability. After I've killed everything. Fuck me, right? No malice. But like, because yeah, I like Larian in the games they make, but yeah, like they listen to the fans, and hey, look, the sex sold. Like Baldur's Gate 3 was transformed overnight with people like PC Gamer talking about the whole bear sex debacle. So, if you don't know what the bear sex debacle was, because you haven't been following Baldur's Gate in early access, basically it was the whole meme of one of your companions has no control of their wild shape, so they can turn into an animal, and you can have sex with them because or despite of their bear form. You also see like things like, for example, an ogre and an orc having it off, which is funny. And yeah, that was funny. Like that, I think is funny. But look, that changed it. It went from basically saying, "Is Baldur's Gate 3 a true Baldur's Gate game?" and it was just a circle jerk over that in the forums, to this is now a blockbuster. This is now selling like hotcakes. It wasn't just like it's Larian, so it's going to be good. It was you can have sex with a bear. Let me try this vortex grenade. So, oh, I see. Okay, that's kind of cool. It's a shame that's a secret. So it's explodes midair. Hang on, I'm missing a secret. I'd like to try and get it, but I don't think I can. In fact, I think I know which one it was as well. It was the upstairs bit I was trying to get to before. And couldn't, but how hum. Got all the kills though, so that's alright. Enya McGrails. Maglev freight rails connect the Imperium's outpost in this area. Make use of them to find the vault entrance. You must move quickly. Chaos Verses are already searching the valley. Okay. Okay, just have a quick drink. My god, we've actually got an explanation as to how we got here. A closed door. Right. Let's play some more. Just realised as well, my phone on charge. My phone's been very busy at work today. State of disrepair, okay. Yes, stop attacking! Oh, I got a message from my darling. I'll see that later. But yeah, I think I basically like the Horny just sort of took over the game. Which you wouldn't think is a complaint from me, right, of all people, but yeah, it kind of distracted from it. Again, it's okay that people like that, but we can't deny that a lot of characters have changed in early access because everyone wanted to be able to have sex with them. And I think that's a good thing in a way, because it's like, it shows how much your players actually care about your characters and how attractive they are. Not just in like looks, but also in terms of like personality. There isn't a character that people don't like in some way or another, you know? And I think that's really fucking cool, you know? There are not many... Ah, so Melee Kill didn't allow it to spawn the blue horrors. Okay. Yeah, so it's like there's not many games that can claim to have that effect on people. Yeah. But, yeah, for me, I think it just got a bit tiring. I was one of the people who, like, didn't understand that, like, talking to... I want to say his name's Wade for some reason. Not Wade, the mage. You know? It's gonna be probably something like Darren or whatever. But, yeah, it's like, talking to him, like, triggers an emotional cutscene, like, you know, sex. I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. I just wanted to talk to you. You're a cool dude, but... yeah. I actually want my character to sort of remain... not asexual, but basically just, like, not romantically involved with these characters. It's... In fact, that's something that I'll talk about as well. Like, in Fallout, people say if you're bi, you do more damage to people. It's like, no, it just... that doesn't mean that you're sexually attracted to them, it just means you flirt with them better. You know? You know, the player can decide their own sexuality. Or their character's sexuality. And so on and so forth. So, yeah. But it's an easy talking point, it's a meme, so... And, hopefully fairly harmless, so... Yeah. And if you want to use that as, like, saying that this is an example of representation in games, absolutely fine. Yeah, go ahead. But that, God almighty, I do get distracted, I do apologise. But yeah, like Baldur's Gate, like, it's like, I think, like, they listened to the players, and it was a very good idea that they did. But yeah, it's like, I think some of the things they listened to were like, I'm not a fan of that. And it's like, you'll listen to that feedback, but you won't listen to or acknowledge or do anything about the feedback about how I don't need to sit through every single character's turn. You know? Like, game speed is a big thing for me, and it's like, I just find Larian games very ploddy. And, like, I've heard people say like, oh, you should immerse yourself in the environment. Yeah, I'll do it at my own pace. Because what you find immersive, I might not, and someone might find my pace too fast, or even my pace too slow, or whatever. You know, and so there's nothing wrong with having the option to sometimes just be able to fast forward through things a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, that annoys me. I'll sit and listen to your dialogue, but I kind of want to get to that part, you know? And I don't want to really turn down the game's difficulty, whatever, just to make combat faster. That's not the point. So yeah. I think as well, it's like another thing as well. Like I noticed with like Divinity: Original Sin, I like to spend way too much time in the first act. Yeah, I'm using a weapon that's way too slow on an enemy that's way too mobile. Using the plasma gun. Plasma gun! All the way over there. Any health? I need health. And I better save the game as well. Yeah, so I really just want more options. Hopefully that's been added, or there were mods. Bear in mind, when I played Baldur's Gate 3, it was at like the early access launch. So no, not early access, like after it launched out of early access. We did get there in the end, gang. Go me. What the fuck is that guy there doing? I should have known better. Oh, fuck. No. To go down there thinking it was going to be safe. You know, I wonder if one of the secrets that I failed to encounter earlier was a wall that I was meant to interact with. Looking back now, I'm thinking maybe that was the case. Oh, you walked into that one, pal. Sorry. I didn't see him behind the cactus. Curse you, goblin green cactus. But yeah, like, yeah, so when I last played Baldur's Gate 3, it was like around the time of the early access, around the time of the hype. I said around the time of the hype, it's still a very popular game. It amazes me that that game has remained in the public eye for as long as it has. Yeah. I wasn't expecting it to like Flavour of the Month or whatever. But I did expect it to sort of like lose favour sooner than it has. Well, I said sooner it has. It hasn't lost favour, has it? What am I about? I've relied way too much on that. Hey, my shotgun got him. Nice. Not check my corners properly, I do apologise. Love his gun. Yeah, I must play Necromunda Hired Gun at some stage. Now my partner's probably thinking, oh Christ, another fucking Warhammer game, John. Because whenever I talk to my darling about Warhammer, I always refer to it as Warhammer. Yes, that's what it is. Like, I think, like, bless us, you're trying to get into the lore and whatnot, but it's very dense to get into. Aha! Was that my grenade? Does it explode on contact? Maglev located Imperial Rust. Where's a land like? Don't think I'm familiar with that name. I love the set pieces, they've done a fantastic job of them, they really have. I'm curious about this though, I've got the key. I want to go through there. How do I get through there? What's stopping me? Let me check down here. Or is that door locked? Was it like a limited time thing that I gotta do? No? Curiouser and curiouser. Ah! Oh, never mind. But I'm glad that my instinct was rewarded. With nothing! Fucking great, John. Well done. Bravo. You marvellous dickhead. Can I stun on this? Yes. Oh, it does damage. Oh, it does a juicy bit of damage. And I can't get back up. And it's going without me. Because I'm an idiot. I'm a curious idiot. I'm moving. When I jump, I move with the platform. That's good. I like that. Right, pay attention, John. Now that you can talk. Pay attention. Stop fidgeting. I'm tired of these motherfucking screamers. I'm a motherfucking maglev. Didn't quite work out that way. Yeah, that's better. Say the line. Yeah, so hopefully, like, I no doubt there's more mods and whatnot for, PG3. It's, yeah, and I'm not, I don't want to disparage it. Here's the thing. Anything I say about these games, or nominations or anything like that, it's not an attack on you personally, okay? You don't need to defend the game. It doesn't need your defense. And you don't need to feel attacked by my opinions on it either. Okay? It's not an attack on you. I wouldn't really even say it's an attack on the game. It's like, look, I bought the game. I in early access. And also, yeah, Larian are very good devs, but they make a very specific flavour of game. Oh. And yeah, like that specific flavour of game doesn't. Oh. Mean as much to me as others do. It's gonna be fun. There's fucking lifts everywhere. God, you can tell it's a Space Marine game, right? Four out of 7 secrets, not bad at all. Yeah, one of those was just a wild guess. What a shot in the dark. Yeah. So I like that goes. Oh yeah, like well, another criticism was like I spend too much time in the first act, I get burnt out. And then, you know, it's like I don't have any energy to play the rest of the game. Was I invincible then or something? I've just used my vortex grenade. I don't really need to. Yes! My heavy bolter. My second beloved. There's a barrel, I want to shoot it. It's Chekhov's barrel. If the barrel wasn't there, if the barrel's there, why wouldn't you shoot it? It's meant to be shot. Oh yes, with the heavy bolt you don't need to reload it as well. Yeah. Now I know it's like I spent too much time in the first act, and that's my fault. I 100% accept that. What stuff? Can I get it? It's gonna be one of those things where it's like, as long as you're just careful, you'll... Oh no! No, it's not. Okay. I'll eat my lumps. I'll take my lumps if I can trigger the enemies. Spawn. I think I can. Yeah, I wasn't really meant to actually activate the lift before spawning them. I could have had relative safety. You know, this is essentially a turret section. We do know that, don't we? We all agree that this is a turret section. Those things that everybody used to rail on all the time as being utter dog shit. Oh, fuck. Well done, John. You've just doomed yourself again. I think there's something over there. Shit. A cat just constantly just... Oh, yes! I got it. Inching closer, just trying to calculate a jump. I could see how I was meant to get up there as well. Yeah, so this is what happens when you don't actually pay attention to anything you're doing. There's the kids, not even once. Yeah. Yeah, Baldur's Gate 3, I like it. It's a very good game. I think it's Game of the Year on principle. It did so many good things. It should absolutely be commended for it. It's like, I can still say that, like, you know, objectively speaking, in terms of its graphical fidelity, its voice acting, its voice direction, everything about it, and the direction as well, that's a key component as well, is good. You can measure the amount of feedback that they actually gathered from fans, and you can say, yes, they listen to their fans on this many accounts. You know? And that's good. That's rare in the industry. especially in early access. Yeah, so they made the game so different, and yet it worked for them so incredibly well. I'm happy for them. I'm genuinely happy for Larian. Like, for any of my complaints of Baldur's Gate 3, which may well have been resolved, I'm glad the game exists. And in the state it's in as well. You know? It's like, yes, they could have made a game for me, but is that really going to sell? No. Would that have been enough? No, God no. If games were made for me, the world would be a very boring place. I'm okay with FIFA existing just because I don't play it. You know? So yeah. And to say like I'm an absolute control freak, like that's... yeah, that's the principle to stand by. Things should be different. I'm glad that other things are allowed to exist. Despite the problems that I might have with it. So, yeah. But, yeah. Ah, this takes us back. So in case we indubitably cock up, we can regroup that. That's okay, that's good. Anything down there? Any secrets? No, good, because I don't really want to make that jump. What other games? Helldivers 2, I haven't really played much of it. I just don't grok with it. Simply put. It's not a game it's like, it's the controls for me, it's like the controls like the first fundamental. Of whether or not I'm going to like a game. There's so many things it could do right, and yet, if I don't like how I interface with it, then there's a problem. And that's when I start to lose it with the game. It's better be a secret, because it's going down a very deep path. This is progress, I'm not going to be very pleased. That looks like progress to me. I'm not going down that way. I want secrets. Got 2 more to find. Oh, you motherfucker! I ain't gonna get all the kills now, am I? You shit weevil. Oh! Amble! That's not good. So ambles are like one of those weird, like, non-army Xenos, like they have appeared in games before. They're basically like the 40k equivalent of, like, trolls from fantasy. To put it lightly. They're like they're just like a strange Xenos you'll see every now and again. Okay, sure, extremists. Yep. Oh, right, so yes, this is definitely progress then. Yay. I thought I just took it back because I thought this was like a really long-winded secret. No! That's okay. Yeah, so Helldivers 2, it's like, I just don't like the controls. I think it's like that. I have... Basically, we conflict in what sort of fantasy we want. Because, like, it's Starship Troopers, and the Starship Troopers are expendable, and they die, you know, in the thousands per second. Or whatever, you know? But I want, like, Space Marines, and your... the Guard, you know? It's like, I like ODSTs. I love ODSTs in Halo. Absolutely love them. The power fantasy is all there. I didn't particularly like the game, but I think maybe if I went back to it, I would. It just, yeah, it just wasn't my thing at the time. Oh, fuck me, running. Eat crack grenade, you wazzick. Want some too, do you? Yeah, you ain't going down here, are you? I've got no more grenades! Ah, no. Yeah, I need to start finding some gear. I need a little bit of help. Yeah, it's like I want so that's fine. It's like, look, I'm not going to criticize Helldivers for something I want it to be and it's not. That's not fair at all. On any level. That's not something we do here. But I just couldn't get on with it. And like the controls as well, there's just something funny about them. I don't know if it's like, I haven't played like Death Stranding, but I see a lot of people draw parallels to that. And from what I understand, like, it does seem to have those sort of controls. Where it's a bit loosey-goosey, and like, if you like that, that's great. Like, people say it's realistic, and no, I don't need realism. Authenticity, yes, I'll take authenticity, but realism, yeah, or attempts at it. I don't need it. I'm fine, thanks. So yeah, so Helldivers 2. I like the ideas behind it. I love the aesthetics. I love the graphical fidelity. The music as well is spot on. They really have nailed down the Starship Troopers themes and whatnot. The music is so incredibly good. The sound design is all there. They really do have. It is like the quintessential Starship Troopers game. Like, you actually think about how many Starship Troopers games there have been, and like Helldivers 2 is the one we get that hits it on the nose. A bit too on the nose as well with its satire, but I suppose these days you can't be too careful. But yeah. And look, if that's what they want to do, that's what they're gonna do. That's fine. Yeah, it's just not for me. Black Myth Wukong, I haven't played. It looks okay. From what I'm told, the gameplay is actually fairly basic. But I am happy for China that they've got their AAA game. Yeah. For those who are enjoying it, and hey, look, even if the gameplay is fairly basic, it's like, is that a problem? And like the answer for me is no, it's not. It's good that people are enjoying it. Tunnels beneath. The vault we're searching it for is somewhere within these caves. They appear to have been formed by some kind of indigenous fauna. Stay vigilant. Watch your step. Switch grenade types with G. I keep pressing the button, and it's the button that makes me expend ammunition unnecessarily. Oh dear. Yeah, I don't understand how people play. I see this a lot in Darkside, where it's like, bind this button to left mouse. It's like, no. No thanks, I'll just have my fire button there. Then again, I used to play World of Warcraft, like, almost exclusively with, like the movement with the mouse. Yeah. I was just like, yeah, like, that's, I'm not gonna say how deep into it I was. That makes it sound nice that we're getting a secret there so soon. Oh, we're in Amble territory. This ain't good. No, this is not good at all. It makes sense that the Ambles are here. I think they like some, these sort of dark environments. Yes. Yeah. So the sorry, just look around and make sure that I've got all the ammunition, secrets, and whatnot. Yeah. So Black Myth, yeah. So Black Myth Wukong. I'm happy with the people enjoying it. But yeah, other games, I don't know what else has come out, especially for console. So that's something I'm probably not going to really talk about that much. VR, again, similar thing. I don't know much else. Yeah. I think Tomb Raider Remastered, like the original games, have been remastered. Hearing good things about those. I hope they play well, because like I want to get into Tomb Raider. Like the old ones. But like the controls just fuck me around. Yes, I do not suffer poor controls well. Gladly, I'm afraid. And yeah, that was just one of those where I'm like, nope. I want to like it, but yeah. Yeah, so I don't know, I hope to like it. Yep. Oh, like gore. And yet it's all red as well. Should it be? I've thrown a grenade at myself. Fucking bravo. I swear this game's giving me invincibility. It's not that I don't necessarily appreciate it. Yeah, but oh bugger. Well, that was fun. Oh, hang on. Oh. Okay. Yeah, so what else was there? Let's go, let's see here, that's I don't know any other AAA games really that have been brought to my attention. There's a lot of like indie games that have come out. There's like oh, I can't remember any of the names. But yeah, there's been lots of good games coming out. I'll have to ask my partner what she thinks what our game of the year is. Because the thing is, is that because she doesn't really get much time to play games, bless her. She has to basically rely on Let's Plays. So I have to ask her what like her favourite game to watch has been this year. But yeah, I think Poppy Playtime, just likes those sort of games. Yeah. It's like, it used to be for me as well, but like I used to love watching Amnesia the Dark Descent. You know, with like Cry Plays, and they're like Cry Playing Amnesia Dark Descent. So that wasn't mocking. That was actually more trying to be endearing. But I have heard some things about Cry. Hopefully, they're not true. But well. Yeah. You said it, Caedo. Yeah, so... But yeah, Markiplier as well, I used to watch. Love watching Markiplier. So understand he's doing, like, I think he's actually in 2 films now. Like, one he's, like, acting and directing. I think it was like, Iron Lung. Which, like, is going to be which he'd do really well, I think. Because, like, Iron Lung is... I don't know how the hell he managed to wrangle that, but yeah. But Iron Lung was fascinating. I can't wait to see him do that. But, yeah. A good game. It's like, it must have been, like, quite a, you know, it must have had, like, a profound impact on him if he wanted to make a film about that. So, yeah. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. It's a good game. Great concept for a game. I'm loving all these, like, little weird indie games that are coming out. Especially on, like, itch.io. There's one. I need to find out the guy's name, but there's a guy on YouTube who does like a full playthrough of all these weird games, these weird horror games and whatnot. And yeah, like this is the guy that introduced me to like Bookshot Roulette. Oh yes, I need to mention as well that has its new multiplayer mod. If that game came out this year, I'd probably actually want to add it to my list of games to talk about. Because yes, Bookshot Roulette's great. Just a simple concept, done incredibly well. I think it's also one of those games where it's like I want them to add more content to it, but I think if they did, the more power-ups and things they add to it, the worse it's probably going to get. It lives and dies by its simple formula. I'm just looking for ammunition, but right now I'm probably have to admit I'm also a bit lost. Well, oh! Oh my heavens! Would you look at that? Waiting mode engaged. The Vengeance Launcher. Remember this from Space Marine? From Space Marine. I hope that comes back in Space Marine 2. I don't remember seeing it in Space Marine 2. Urging begins. I think the Amble's actually attacking the enemies, which works for me. In fact, let me get to a nice safe spot. Said no Space Marine ever, right? Yeah, he's actually just going ham. I love enemy infighting in games, but oh dear. Ancient Amble. I'm not looking forward to facing that. Yeah, so the Ambles can be softened up, but it's the ancient one that has to be dealt with. Yeah, this is a cool level concept. The idea of like the animals and fighting each other. Yes, Buckshot Roulette, great game. So many others like it, but this one is mine. I'm trying to think what else is coming out this year. Like, I don't want to give away any games that are going to be my game of the year, but I will talk about the contenders as well. Like my contenders. But yeah, something I would like to do, actually, is like as a series of videos, would be my top 100 games ever. In like no particular order, except like the top 20 maybe. But yeah, I've been thinking about some that I like the ones that might be at the bottom. So I want to compile that list and really consider it. But yeah. Because like, what got me thinking about that was like Klonoa. Like, Klonoa is like a game that it's a series that I absolutely adore. And there's so little of it, and that pisses me off to no end. Hi. Vertical presence reduced. Oh, goody. That's nice, isn't it? So, yeah. Yes, I'd like to do that anyway. What else is going on? Because I ain't got any more Game of the Year stuff to talk about. Oh, Space Marine 2. No, I'll save that for the video. Oh, for fuck's sake, more! Eat chainsword, crims! Yeah, just checking that the hammer just pulled back. What was I going to talk about? I want to get up there. There's stuff up there and I want it. I don't know what stuff there is. God damn, do I want it? If I don't know, come to think of it, I'm not sure if there is actually stuff up there. Just look as though there is. Oh. There's a larger one. There's still quite a few weapons. I think we've got about 3 or 4 more weapons to get in the game. What else was I going to talk about? Something else that I was just thinking of then, I can't remember what it was. Oh yeah. So there's a review. Believe it or not, there's actually a review that I want to do. Technically two reviews. I want to review Crash Purple and Spyro Orange. I've got a script, and it's one of my best scripts ever. I wrote it during a tragic time and earlier in my life, and I loved writing that script. I really did. And I gave an honest-to-God look at the Crash Purple and Spyro Orange games that people normally meme on, and understandably so. But I was determined to play them and review them, and it's honestly the script is really good. I liked it, and it's not full of memes and shit and all that sort of stuff. It's like honest to God, good script. You know, and I wanted to do it. I never actually got around to doing it. It's a shame because I've got all the footage and everything like that. It's all prepared. I just need to actually record the lines. I think I even did. But yeah, it's the one review that I actually really want to do. If ever I get back into it, that'll be like my swan song for reviewing. I think the review that sort of I guess not killed the channel as such. It was more like I just realised it wasn't worth it. Was Team Sonic Racing. Yeah, just not a big fan of. Well, no, I want to stick with it because I know a lot of people weren't fond of it. Me, I wanted to give it a genuine go. And reviewing it, I was just like, this is fucking miserable. It really is miserable sitting here reviewing this game because it's better to play it than it is to review it, and I don't like when games are like that because the review should be fun to do. If I enjoy the game, I'm going to enjoy the review. That's why I used to put a lot of memes to reviews just to help me cope with the review process. And right. Excuse me 1 second, sweet. I was going to say, sweetheart. Well, yes, you too, but oh no. I learned that from him. Right. Bear with me 1 second. And I am back. Sorry to keep you all waiting. Yeah. So. Yeah, Team Sonic Racing, I liked it, but it was a game that sort of came and went, and yeah, it was unremarkable even among even at the time. I don't think there were any other games really coming out. Like, here's something as well that needs to be understood in gaming discourse: is like even if there were no other kart racing or racing games out at the time, its competition is every other game that is. If it's entertainment, it's still going to compete with other entertainment. So, it's like a lot of people say, oh, like for example, let's go with Baldur's Gate 3. Oh, and just a point as well, Baldur's Gate 3. Any criticism I have with it are the only criticisms I have with an incredibly remarkable game. You know, it's like, so if I complain about the speed of the game, whatever, that might actually be fixed. You know, that's realistically not that big an issue. Because the rest of the game, and there is so much of it, that's a better game. Sanctum Manufactorum. The data we found indicates the entrance to a vault located is... the vault is located here. It looks to be of Mechanicus design. Follow the rituals of opening and get inside. Again, there you go. I'm gonna press the jump button. And look at that. No ammunition expended whatsoever. So. And we're back to no exits. Okie dokie. Gave entrance to the world. It's beginning a solid change. And I recall 0. Possible heresy implicated. Alerting Inquisitor Siebel. Okay. Yeah. But yes, so like, for example, if Baldur's Gate 3 has no other competition, that doesn't necessarily mean there's no other RPGs. It means other games. People play more than just one genre. We've especially seen now a lot of, like, I call it flavor of the month games. Yeah, we see a whole lot of that. Fuck me. Well, ain't good enough. Finish the launcher. Uh, Observe the light of the Omnissiah. That's progress. I don't want to go that way. Nope! Won't catch me going anywhere. I want secrets. I smell pennies. I also smell bullshit. I really just want to leap down that way. I know you. You're leading me to my doom. That's round rag. Yeah. Yeah, I need to. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start following more. Oh, no, you don't. I know your game. Over the year. Yeah, I don't follow gaming news as much as I really should, to be honest. There's just not much going on with it. Concord Studios been shut down, unsurprisingly. Yeah. Sony's got all the R&D they needed out of that game, I guess. But yeah. Oh yeah, Disco Elysium. So I've just finished my latest playthrough where I played a Superstar Cop. And, so that's just Eisenhorn without the demons. Anyway. What a crap joke, I know. So we have to jump from here to get here. Right. So, yeah, so Disco Elysium finished that. So apparently, there's about 5 different studios, and because of the studio drama that happened with it, there's like rights disputes between the author, the developers, the publisher. It's a fucking shit show. Like, there's now 5 studios all trying to do Disco Elysium again. You know that XKCD CD meme of like how, what? There's 13 competing standards. There's 13 apps trying to do one thing. We have to change it, and it's like soon there are now 14 competing standards, and I think that's what's going to happen. I've seen quite a few games try to be Disco Elysium. Because yes, like, I think Disco Elysium is like pro-communist, but they can still be critical about it, and that's like the sort of first thing that people get wrong about it, is they aren't willing to criticize their ideology. Yeah. So Yeah. Like, for example, like, if I had to, like, make my own, I guess, if I was held at gunpoint to try and capture Disguise use magic, I would actually probably base it on, like, the north of England. And I would have, like, for example, like, you know, like, socialism. It's like, people love the NHS, but, like, you'll get beaten. You'll get dragged out into the street and see them beaten if you don't, you know, beat pots and pans together. For the NHS. You know, or if you don't wear a poppy for like, Remembrance Sunday. People will just kick the shit out of you or whatever. And, like, at that point, it's like, I maybe sort of say, like, how it's more about the point of like, it's more the theatrics that matter to these people than the this other thing. Or people donate money to like the NHS, for example, when it's not the you know, that's not the problem. It's the money not being allocated properly, but people don't listen. So yeah, as you could tell, I'm not going to get into game design anytime soon. I'm not going to be you know, the second coming of Raphael Clouseau. But yeah. Yeah. And even then, sometimes it's hard to do satire these days because real life is just that strange. Yeah, sorry, I said I wouldn't go too far into the politics. I suppose that I'm just talking about all the theatrics of it, the showboating. But yeah, so yeah, there are other CRPGs I want to play. The like Broken Roads is one I want to play. I don't think I've got it yet. I must check to see if I've actually purchased it yet. If it's just still on my wish list. I heard mixed things about it. Which weapon should I use to take out all these projects? Oh, fuck it, just a grenade. That'll do. We've not used a shotgun in a while. I'm just trying to think. Oh, Dragon Age Veilguard's come out. It looks okay. I'm not gonna lie, like, I want to do a bit of Dragon Age Origins and whatnot, but the thing is, like, with those, I always want to do more afterwards. It's like, I want to do the entire series, I want to do this, that, and the other. And the thing is like, Dragon Age has one inherent problem. It's one inescapable problem. And that's that it was never meant to be a franchise. It was never meant to have... the first game was meant to be the only game. That's the problem. And now we have, well, a lot more than just one game. And, like, the first game, I guess, you know, wrap things up fairly neatly. There, plant the barrels. I just puked that up. Ugh! Like, really projectile vomited out of his spurting neck hole. So you can expect this sort of writing in my short story. Yeah, I'd rather keep that. Okay, that's fine. So yeah, like Dragon Age Origins, and it was such a good game because it wrapped everything up. Because the thing is that the DLC invalidates your choice, and I suppose it does by necessity. So the DLC is like Dragon Age Awakening, the expansion pack, wherein like you rule a small castle and whatnot, and you customize it a little bit, and you build it up, and you basically face off against the Darkspawn again. But if you actually chose to sacrifice yourself at the end of the game, you just magically come back, and all of your choices, like because like the wizards having their own independence and whatnot, just ignored. You can import your characters from your character choices from one game to the next, and it still doesn't matter. It doesn't register. The game really doesn't care that much. Like, I know people get angry at like Mass Effect 3 for not respecting all of your choices, and a game that size just simply can't. I know they wanted to do, myself included, but it can't do that. At least at the time, it definitely couldn't do that. It really is games like CRPGs like Pillars of Eternity and Baldur's Gate that can afford to do that with the resources they have. You know, like Disco Elysium again. I was just saying, like, that game works so well because it remembers pretty much every choice you've made and tries its damnedest to make sure that it doesn't give away any information that you haven't given it. It's one of the most reactive games I've ever seen in terms of like your choices. So yeah, it's one of the few games where your choices, I'm not going to say matter as such, but it reacts to them in a way that is appropriate, because so few games can do that these days. And it takes a lot of effort to do it. I commend those who even attempt to do it. I forgot my original point. Yeah, but with Dragon Age Origins, like we should have seen it coming, like, because it was like we saw where this was going. We knew that, like, in the first game, your choices would be invalidated by virtue of existence. Yeah, but yeah, the main guys originally were saying, like, yeah, like, it was never meant to, we didn't make it as a series. And yeah, like, Dragon Age Origins wraps up nicely. And you have Dragon Age 2, which I've never liked it, really. And then you had the Dragon Age Inquisition, an idea that I liked it as an idea. Wow, we had some authentic frame rates then as well. Wowee. Which was actually quite nice in a way. It felt a bit stylistic. Like, I know it's entirely unintentional, but fucking hell, yeah, let's look over it. Oh, we've got 0 secrets as well. We're off to a really good start here. I said that we're about through, like, probably about 3/4 through the level, or 2/3. 1/8 of tea. Yeah. So. But yeah, it's interesting, like, hearing, like, the old creators of these games talking about how they were meant to be. Yeah, so... Ah, secret. Good. So, yeah, okay. So your individual weapons can get the Blessing of the Ominous Eye. It doesn't actually increase their strength as such, but it does something else. Oh, very nice. It must be like a temporary power-up. Concentrate and disappointment rating. Oh dear. Bless them. Yeah, so, what was I talking about? Yeah, yeah, so it's interesting hearing them talk about it. But yeah, Dragon Age Inquisition, I like the idea of it, but it's one of those dick around games where it's like I want to do all the side content, but is that going to be fun to watch? Is it going to be fun to play? Probably not. It's one of the. I got burnt out after completing like the first bit, like the hinterlands, whatever it's called. You know, it's like 100% in that was like, it just sucked my soul, and not in the fun way. So, anything there? Oh, stuff. I think that was just plasma coils up there. Have I actually seen this key somewhere and I just completely walked by? Yes, I have. Yes, I did. My god, just fucking shoot me. Oh, I did think it was funny. I read something earlier on Reddit. About like it was a story of like the Astartes are like they're going through like this primitive village or whatever, and like a dark angel of the Death Watch like falls through some wooden stairs, and like you can't get out. It's like it's falling down. Can you get up, brother? Negative. It's 3 feet. Stay there. Stay there, brother. We should have an armory extraction team. He couldn't climb up. Brother, I need uppies. Brother, I am pinned here. That melter gun was great, by the way. Absolutely loved it. You know, I like Inferno pistols. I think Blood Angels have like the most of them, but like Inquisitors. Like you look at like the Codex Witch Hunters art. Yeah. And it's like you see that just beam of fire shoot through someone, like roast them, just like melt the flesh off their bones. Oh, that's fucking cool. Yeah. You know what I gave Inquisitor Rygate? I gave him an Inferno pistol. Like right now he's got a shame about the ammo, because I love that. I love using that. I would use cheat codes to get infinite ammo on that, because it's just so fun. What strength is anyway, does it say? Strength 7. Interesting. Interesting! So yeah. Yeah, grenades do a good job of ending them. Which look easy. Now this is actually a bit unnerving, this area, because it's dark. Oh no. This reminds me of Doom. I don't like this. In Dark Souls 2, where there are like dark parts of the map, that's fucking terrifying. I like the torch mechanic of Dark Souls 2, I must admit. Elden Ring didn't come out this year, did it? It was last year. Oh, last year, was it? I liked Elden Ring. If that came out this year, then yeah. I'd need to talk about that. I liked it. Yeah. I think it did a lot of things to the Souls genre that I appreciate. The summons were really useful. NPC summons. Yeah, it's a good idea. Yes, I do summon. I'm not very good at these games. But it's weird. I like them, but I'm also cack at them. And here's the thing. I really don't care. I think that's the thing now. I'm just too old to care, really. I think it's a good thing. I know that can definitely go too far, but I see, so it's really only got about 15 shots. Because it has an ammo capacity of 10. Uses 5 ammo. I don't know why games do that. Can you not just say it's just got 2 shots? You know, it was like it was in Rainbow Six when I was introduced to the idea of like it counts your magazines, not like the total bullets. So you only get so many reloads. But in Rainbow Six, like Vegas 1 and 2, it would move all remaining bullets into the magazines. But yeah, it was interesting. I liked it. This animation here is a bit too high-tech for me. Sorry. I now need to look at a fan that's only got 2 frames. Because my 90s brain can't take this. Yeah, so Dragon Age Veilguard seems to be doing okay. I'm happy for the people who like it. But yeah, like Dragon Age lost me after 2. I played Inquisition, but it was more for review purposes. When I was writing an article, I was like, it just didn't really get on with it. It's a shame because I think I was really starting to like it, and then I got to like the second area. And I was like, oh god, no. So I didn't review it in the end. I could only give a first impressions, and I wasn't overly keen on that, so... Yeah, what are you gonna do? What can you do? So this is taking me all the way back here. Yeah, this is gonna be the final level that I do today, gang. I'm doing more exits. Use the heavy ball to use that in a while. I do like my multi-gun though. But I think I'm gonna have to save that for some bosses later. Well, I checked here. I haven't saved yet. Seems like it would be a good idea, wouldn't it, with all this ammo lying around. Well, ain't that just a party? Let's try and find the vulnerability. Aha! It's a lot of change. This fucking shield ability. Claimed your soul. So we can try and just get them in a straight line. So we can get them all coming down this bridge. Right. He's down there. Can I hit him with a melter gun just one more time? What else is going on? I don't know with gaming, to be honest. Oh, today I finished Blood Meridian. Oh my god, yeah, what a book. I mean, I love the film adaptation of No Country for Old Men on the Road. I'd love to see Blood Meridian. I don't know if it would actually ever be a film though, or if it'd be good. I'm not sure if it's the sort of thing that you could have a film with. I think it's one of those things that like you're never going to be able to do quite a good job as the book, and I mean like really a good job as the book. But it's a great sort of like extreme literature book. I get now what they mean by anti-Western. Not just like it's a book against Westerns. It's I think it makes them very noble, or ignoble rather, and yeah, because I like Western stuff. Yeah. But that ending, my god, it's like I couldn't cry as I needed to feel like some cry like, oh I can't do it. My body won't let me. Oh, there it was. Bloody hell. Yeah, so but now I've enjoyed it. What a book. What a book. Thoroughly enjoyed it. I can't recommend it to everyone. But my god, yeah, that left an impression. So it's a book that I'm going to listen to again at some stage. Because it was such a treat. And the judge, what a character. My god. Yeah. Yeah, ignoring of course all the vile things that happen in it, and the language that they use, but my god, yeah. Anyway, so that's it for me. We'll just get into this now. Hidden sins, the vault, the fragment of the power source is somewhere within. You proceed with haste. The road knows what the mechanicus were experimenting with down here. The help screen in the options menu describes the function of relics. That's good. Oh, this is nice. Cold and frosty. We're gonna end that there though. And we'll go back to the main menu to see just how far we are into this chapter. Is this really the end of it? No, of course not. To say that, yeah, we thought it might be, but no. But yeah, chapter 2, and then chapter 3, and then Forges of Corruption afterwards. Oh, yes. 6, 7, 8. Okay. Is it 8 levels each? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, yeah, maybe about 7 or 8. Okay. But yeah, I'm looking forward to playing some more Boltgun. Yeah, so I think going forward, a lot more of these episodes will be just the usual stuff that I talk about in a bit of, so just like gaming news and personal things and whatnot. Oh yeah, I'm currently listening to Eisenhorn Hereticus, the final Eisenhorn book before the Ravenor and Beckwin spin-off series. But yeah, after that, after this, it probably will be Eisenhorn Xenos that I play in terms of Warhammer games, but I might play something else differently just to get a change. Because I don't want to burn myself on Warhammer. I want to try and stick with it as best I possibly can. But yeah, that's it for me. Thank you ever so much for watching. I do appreciate all your patience to this as well. But yeah, and I'd love to know again, like, what what is your game of the year? And 2, if you're watching this video, like, how did you find it? Especially if you're a subscriber of mine, I'd love to know what's changed that's bringing people to my videos. I appreciate it. I love it that people have found it, but I don't know what's sort of done that. But we shall see. But anyway, thank you ever so much for watching. Take care, and definitely.